Sir, record it.
So see guys, what we did the first case, when acceleration is positive, velocity is positive. We have assumed one example that acceleration is plus 2 meter per second square. That implies the velocity is increasing by plus 2 meter per second every second. We have taken the initial velocity is 0 meter per second. That is, the object is starting from rest. So this is the actual motion. At different time intervals, we calculated the velocity and the displacement. Basically from here you'll see different positions of the object and different time intervals. Is this clear?
Yes.
Velocity, we can take a general example: 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. And can you see from here 0 to 1, then 1 to how much? 1 meter. And how much will it increase now from here to here? I'm saying it will increase by 5 meter. So it will become x equals to plus 9. If you want, you can solve it. S is equals to displacement in the third second will be equals to 0 plus half a t square, which will be 0 plus half into 2 into t square. So this will be 9, right? Is this clear, guys? So can you see x equals to plus 9 from the start? So is this clear, guys? Shall we plot a graph of this now?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I draw a position time graph,
Sir, can you scroll up phone?
let me just draw it, then
Sure.
I'll scroll.
Sure.
So basically this was the actual motion. Let's plot a graph now.
Hello, sir.
Yes, tell me.
So I'm back.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you.
Take a snapshot of this.
Oh, yeah. Done.
Click. Done.
Okay.
Everyone done?
Yes.
Aman done? Now see, how will you draw the position time graph?
Sir, could you just scroll up 1 second? I want to check one more thing.
Done?
Sir, 1 second.
Okay.
I realized something. And you're done.
So see guys, I'm drawing this thing as this will be your now here I'm drawing a position time graph. I just zoom out this. So see guys, this is your x equals to 0. Let's say this is plus 2, this is
4.
4,
What?
6, 8, 10. Or in spite of doing that, we'll make the graph a little bit longer. Okay. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, plus 8, plus 9, plus 10, and x. Is this clear?
Yeah.
And here it will be 1, 2, 3, and so on. Is this clear, guys? So basically, can you see where was the object at x equals to 0? Was it over here? At t equals to 0, the object was at x equals to 0, right? Yes?
Yes.
So basically, this is the point on the graph. At t equals to 1 second, the object came at x equals to 1. So basically, this will be the point, right? And at t equals to 2 second, the object came at over x equals to plus 4. So this one. At t equals to 3 second, the object came over here. Are you getting my point, guys? See how the graph is going. So can you see when you connect all this by a smooth curve, will the graph looks like this? And so on. Will the graph look like this? This curve is so formed is called as a parabola. Maths mein you'll study this parabola in grade 11th. The curve which has been formed is called as a parabola. Can you see the curve is facing upwards? A parabola looks like this. Can you see only this part? Okay. So basically this is that part. So you can write down this particular thing as a note. The for position time will be a parabola. Is this clear, guys? Any doubt? Hello, guys. Any doubt?
Yes. No, sir. It's clear.
So tell me, acha, can I draw the same thing for different object B, object C? Do you remember object A starting from origin? Object B was starting from x equals to plus 5. Anyone remember object B and object C which we discussed in the last class? Object B was at x equals to plus 5. Object C was at x equals to plus 3, right? Minus 3, minus 3. So the graph for this will go like this, something like this. And so on. So basically the same graph but shifted upwards. Is this clear? This is the same graph but shifted upwards. So whenever the object, in spite of starting from the origin, if it starts from somewhere else, then the graph, position time graph, will be shifted up or down depending upon the initial position. Is this clear? You can write this thing now. Are you done with drawing the graph? Everyone done with drawing the graph?
No, sir. Nice, sir.
You don't need to draw the blue one, na? It's okay. Wait. Done it. Now shall we draw a VT graph? Guys, shall we draw a VT graph?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Although I don't require this much big line, so it's fine. Yes, can anyone tell me what was the velocity at t equals to 0? What was the velocity at t equals to 0? Can you see from the graph? T equals to 0, the velocity was 0. Hence the graph will start from origin. at t equals to 1 second. What was the velocity at t equals to 1 second? 2 meter per second. So hence, and that too plus 2. So basically, at t equals to 1 second, the velocity will become, at t equals to 2 seconds, the velocity will become plus 4. At t equals to 3 seconds, the velocity will become plus 6. So can you see, if I connect all of them with a straight line, will it form a graph something like this? Will it form something like this? So can you see, guys, the graph for xt for uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, here the vt graph for uniform acceleration will be is a straight line. Can you see the graph is a straight line? So can you see the difference xt vt? Please remember, the slope will be equals to what? The slope will be equals to what? The slope of velocity time graph will give you acceleration. If you want, you can find it out on your own. Tell me what is the slope of this line. The slope will come to be plus 2. And what was plus 2? Plus 2 was basically your what? Acceleration. So the slope of vt graph at any point gives you acceleration. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Write down. Again, here also the velocity time graph can also shift up or down. Guys,
Sir, wait, sir. Right.
right.
Yes.
Guys, done?
Yes.
Okay.
No, sir. Just a sec. I'm writing very, very fast.
Try to write all fast. Guys, see, can you see the difference, guys? Can you see here, for objects not starting from origin, for objects not starting from rest, the velocity time, can you see position time, velocity time curve shifts upwards or downwards depending upon initial initial velocity. Please remember, guys, this graph can go up or down depending upon the initial velocity. Here I have taken the initial velocity as 0. So that is why the graph was starting from origin. If I would have not taken the initial velocity, if I would have taken the initial velocity at let's say 3 meter per second, let's say. So in place of this u, I would have written 3. So can you see everywhere I will just add this 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, right? So what will happen? This graph will shift upward. Is this clear? Also, this parabola would not have become this smooth. It would have become much more steeper. Okay. If there is certain initial velocity, then this graph would have been something else. This xt graph would have been something else. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are your points for VT graph. You can write down. Also one more point for VT graph. Can you see there are lots of points for VT graph? That's why VT graph is very important. You need to write one more point for VT graph. Slope of VT graph gives you acceleration, whereas the area under the curve of a VT graph gives you the change in the position. What is change in position? And what do you mean by change in position? Displacement. Is this clear? So these are two important points which are very useful for a VT graph. Guys, everyone know this particular thing, no? Ki slope has two different formulas. One formula is for using x2 minus x1 upon t2 minus t1, right? Like that. And the second formula is using the angle. Guys, do you know the angle wala formula? I don't think so.
No, sir.
So I'll teach you, don't worry.
No. Sir, Master hasn't started straight lines yet.
No, the straight line, so I'll teach you, this. Now, acceleration versus time graph. Will AT graph be looking like this? At t equals to 1 second, the acceleration was +2. At t equals to 2 seconds, the acceleration was +2. At 0 second, the acceleration was +2. Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
basically, here when you form the acceleration time graph, you'll form the graph is basically a straight line. The AT graph is a AT graph for.
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir. This is
Yes.
still chapter motion in a straight line,
Yes,
right?
this is still motion in a straight line.
Okay.
See, there is a lot of thing which we need to teach you, but the point is just to cover the syllabus. I don't teach just to cover the syllabus. It's like that. School teachers do that. Ki just they'll be just skimming through the chapter and they'll say ki yeah, chapter is done. But till the time I don't feel like satisfaction, no, that's till that time I don't move on to the next chapter. So the AT graph for uniformly accelerated motion is again a straight line, but can you see parallel to time axis? Is this clear, guys? Is all the three graphs for the first type of motion clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we go to the second graph?
Yes, sir.
Now I won't be able to do that much analysis. This is the first graph. That's why I wrote this much analysis. This analysis which I'm doing over here. Can you see this? This boxed thing. This thing is common for every graph. This thing is also common for every graph. This thing is also common for every graph. Can you say these nodes are basically common? So next class, next graph, I'll just draw the graph. That's it. And draw the actual motion. I'll draw the graphs. Shall we do the second part, guys? Guys, shall we do the second graph?
Yes.
Let's say the second graph is acceleration is negative and velocity is positive. So when acceleration is negative and velocity is positive, will this be the... Acha, हाँ, by the way, I was teaching you the slope thing, So guys, please remember, Abhi, you learned trigonometric ratios, although I think you are familiar with trigonometric ratios. Suppose if there is any line over here, let's say this is B and this is T, and the graph goes like, if the graph is a straight line. So can you see, guys, if this graph is passing through the straight line, you'll calculate this angle which it is having with time axis. Let's say this angle is theta. Then the slope will be equals to tan theta.
Sir, can you scroll up once? So just a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, that 80 graph for uniform motion, that's I should write, sir.
Yes, you need to write. No, why am I writing it over here?
Okay, sir, writing.
It's a straight line parallel to time axis.
Sir, can you just scroll up a little bit more
But I'm
from there?
dictating it to you. The 80 graph for uniformly accelerated motion is a straight line parallel to time axis.
No, sir, for the graph, for the graph.
Graph, it's like this.
Okay. Fine.
Now, is this clear, guys? If any graph, it's a y and x, not necessarily v and t. So slope is basically the tan of this angle, trigonometric ratio tan. Okay. If this line is not passing through its origin, if it is passing from, let's say, here, then what will do? You'll do this and then measure the slope. Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Basically, you'll draw a line parallel to the parallel to the x-axis, and then draw the line. This is how you calculate the slope. If the line is not a line, it's a curve. Suppose this is a curve, and basically you want to draw a tangent. If you want to draw a tangent at this point, शानू के पास होगा नहीं तो भारी होगा. So if you want to draw a tangent at this point, then what will you do? Since it's not a line, in a line it was easily, you can measure the angle. But here, in the case of a curve, what you need to do? You need to draw a tangent. Can you see a tangent at this point?
Yeah.
This is the curve. And this curve will have some equation y equals to f of x. So this thing is basically the tangent to the curve at point P,
P.
at this particular point. And then again, what will you do? Theta. Is this clear? So this is how you calculate the slope. Acha, by the way, do you remember that term dy by dx? Do you remember this dy by dx?
Yes.
The graphical meaning of dy by dx is basically slope. Okay. So basically slope, which you write now, delta y by delta x, which is basically y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1.
So, sir, on the slope, where is y1, y2?
Here, where,
Oh,
where?
okay.
If it's a straight
Nothing,
line,
sir.
if it's a straight line, then you use x1, y1, and x2, y2. No? Whenever it's a curve, you use dy by dx. I'll write this thing. You use this formula in the case of straight line. And here, you use this formula. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
and this is again equals to tan. Whenever you're done.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. If this is curved, why are we converting it into smaller pieces?
If this is the curve, why are we converting? Because you can't define the slope. Can you see? If suppose if I have a curve like this, the same curve, and if I choose two different points, and tell me the slope over here and the slope over here, will it be the same?
Nope.
Nope, obviously nope. That is why we are converting this into a small straight line, and then drawing the tangent over there. Are you getting my point? So basically, we are
Yes.
breaking that bigger curve into smaller straight lines, like this. Is this clear?
Yes.
So that is why we have to break it into smaller lines. That's why it's dy by dx, not delta.
Yes.
So whenever you're done, guys, so this is the part of trigonometry and differentiation, merged together. Dy by dx has physical meaning, mathematical meaning, as well as graphical meaning as well.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. Over
Yeah.
here, which point will be yx?
So which
Y or
point
x?
will be? The y
At
will
which
be
point
on
will we get?
y will be on this axis, x will be on this axis.
No, sir, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Or here it will be x1, y1, or here it will be x2, y2, right?
Yes.
So
it
which
will
y
be.
are we taking?
So
So which y are we taking?
we are taking the general y. We are not taking y1 or y2. x1, y1 and
Y
x2,
and
y2. See, if you have this curve, let's say y equals to f of x, and then let's say the equation of this curve is x square plus 2x plus 7. Suppose like this.
yes.
Enough. So basically x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 will be basically 2 points which will be lying on this curve.
So we have to differentiate for point P and O at the same time, or
P
just
and
one point.
no, you can, if you want to differentiate, you will differentiate dy by dx will be equals to 2x plus 2, right? Everyone knows
No, sir.
differentiation,
Like
right?
from which point are we taking the y and x coordinate, like x and y coordinate? From which point? O or P or where?
मैं जितना क्वेश्चन तेरा समझ पाया हूँ, it's like you are saying कि sir we are taking this coordinate as x1 y1 and this coordinate as
Yes.
x2 y2, but now when we use this equation, then what to do, है ना?
Yes.
See, basically it's like this point, can you see this point q, is it lying on the curve?
Yes.
So this point will satisfy this equation, so I can write this
Yes.
particular thing, y2 is equals to x2 square plus twice of x2 plus 7, and similarly y1 and x1 is also lined up, so y1 is equals to x1 square plus twice of x1 plus 7, and if you want the slope at point p and point Q. So slope at point Q will be equals to, you will write dy by dx at x and y equals to how much? What is the x value? What is the value
Sir,
of x?
where is point Q? Oh, there I see.
So can you see at x equals to q? What was the x value at x equals to q? It was x2, right?
Yep.
So basically, what is the slope? Slope is 2x plus 2. So you'll write this as twice of x2. Similarly, slope at point P will be equals to twice of x1 plus 2. So can you see both are different? So that's why the angles are
Yes.
different.
So
Yeah.
they'll give a slope at point Q like that.
No, it's they not necessary. They will give, depends upon the question. It solely depends upon the question. They will give or not.
Okay.
Okay. So this was the trigonometry merged with differentiation, and integration is also there, but Abhi wo will come back to it later. Is this clear? Is
Yes.
a little part from BMT clear to you? Anyways, let's come back to the graphs. Now suppose the second case was what? When the acceleration was negative and velocity was positive. Okay. So when the acceleration was negative, velocity was positive. Let me draw the actual motion. Anji, velocity positive, that implies the object is still moving towards the positive direction, right? Velocity positive means object is still moving towards the positive direction. Are hai na?
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's say when it is at x
Wait,
equals to
minus v and plus x.
oh sorry, my bad. So when it is at x equals to 0, at t equals to 0, it was moving with, let's say, velocity 10 meter per second. And let's say the acceleration is 2 meter per second square, but which is acting in this direction. Can you see the acceleration is acting in the negative direction and velocity is acting in the positive direction? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now basically what will happen, this acceleration will try to reduce the velocity, and since acceleration is minus 2 meter per second square, what does this minus 2 meter per second square mean? The acceleration will try to decrease 2 meter per second every second. So basically after 1 second the velocity will become, after 1 second the velocity will become 8 meter per second. After 2 seconds the velocity will become 6 meter per second. After 2 more it will become 4 meter per second, and so on. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So basically this will be the velocity. I'm not applying v equals to u plus at. You can apply it on your own and you can check if you want. I don't have any issue. Okay. Now what will be the position? So sir, x s1 is equals to u into 1 plus half into a into t square, right? Yes or no? Ut
Yes.
plus half a t square. So I can write 10 into 1 plus half into minus 2 into 1 square. So can you see this will be 9. 10 minus 1. Will it be 9 meters? So basically in the first second it will travel how much? Plus 9 meters. Okay. In the second, where will it be? S2 will be equals to u into 2 plus u into t plus. So I'll write directly 10 into 2 plus half into minus 2 into 2 square. So this will be 20 minus how much? 20 minus 4. This will be 16 meter, right? So can you see this is 16 meter? Let and then after this S3 will be how much? 10 into 3 plus half into minus 2 into 3 square. So this will be 30, 21. So x is equals to 21 meter. Now see this, guys. I'll draw the graph for the same. है ना? The graph may be a quite huge, so I'll zoom out for you. मेरे को तो आया नहीं किसी फोन, मेरे को एक भी फोन नहीं आया. इसको भी कर रहा था, इसको तो बजता रहेगा. हाँ इसका बज रहा था ना, पर मैं तो इधर घुसा हुआ ना, मैं उसका फोन क्यों उठाएगा? इसको टोटो पे लगाया था तेरे को. मैं डिलीट कर दिया. हाँ डिलीट कर दिया, डिलीट कर दिया क्योंकि
Why mic's on?
क्यों पर इतना झगड़ा. हाँ ठीक है तो yes hello people. I'm drawing the XT graph, okay?
Yes.
Let's say this is plus 3, this is plus 6. I could have done that. Yeah, 100%. Now see guys, this is at x equals to 0, this is at x equals to plus 3, है ना? I'm taking 3 interval gap, है ना? Plus 6, plus 9, plus 12, plus 15, plus 18, plus 21 and plus 24 and so on. Yes or no? Here I'm taking 1, 2, 3 and 4 and so on. So tell me what was the position at x equals to 0 or t equals to 0, what was the position x equals to 0, right? So at t equals to 0, this was the position x equals to 0. At t equals to 1 second, what was the position? Was the position x equals to plus 9? Was the position like this? Can you see? T equals to 1 second, the position was x equals to plus 9. Then t equals to 2 second, the position is plus 16 meters. So I'll draw the t equals to 16 will lie somewhere over here. Then t equals to 3 seconds, it's at 21. So t equals to 3 seconds, it is at 21. So can you see the graph, guys? The graph is going something like this. And if I keep on continuing, will the graph go like this? Yes or no? So can you see, guys, the graph this time is curved towards the time axis. Initially, it was curved towards the, guys, the first graph which we drew, it was curved towards the position axis, right? Can you see it was bending towards the position axis? Yes or no? Hello, guys. Was the graph bending towards the position axis in the previous case? And in this case, is it bending towards the time axis?
Yeah, so it's slowing down. No.
Yes, it is slowing down.
Yeah.
Basically, this is the graph for at x equals to 16 minus 21 is how much? 5, right?
-5.
Minus 5.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. So at t equals to 4 second, it will be at plus 24. and then it will be at plus 25 at 5 seconds. If you want, you can calculate on your own, no problem. Is this clear, guys? So basically, this is the graph which will draw for all these points. And once we're done drawing all the graph, XT graph, this is the XT graph. Again, it's a parabola curved towards the time axis. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
बोलो ना यार, तुम बोलते नहीं. What is this? So now let's draw the VT graph. Now what was the initial velocity at t equals to 0? Anyone? What is the initial velocity at t equals to 0? Guys, do you remember a thing which I say, or you just listen and एक कान से सुन के दूसरे कान से निकाल देते? See, this example was for 10 meter per second only, no? Are you paying attention, or are you just listening for the sake of attending the classes?
What?
So,
हाँ?
so मैं यहाँ हूँ.
तो बोलो ना यार भाई, at t equals to 0, can you see the velocity over here?
Yeah.
Yep.
So फिर what is the velocity at t equals to 0? What is the
10.
initial velocity?
10.
तो जब पता है तो बोलते क्यों नहीं है? +2, +4, +6, +8, and +10. So the initial velocity is 10 meter per second. At the end of 1 second, it became. At the end of 1 second, it became 8 meter per second. Can you see? T equals to 1 second, 8 meter per second. T equals to 2 seconds, 6 meter per second. T equals to 3 seconds, 4 meter per second. So basically, I'll keep on decreasing this. Acha, one important thing. So if I join all of these together, I'll get a straight line. I'll get a straight line like this. I'll just draw it. Is this clear, guys? So can you see the velocity time graph for an object which is decelerating? Velocity time graph. Again a sloped line, but can you see the slope is decreasing? The slope is decreasing, or what? Can I say the line is going down? Initially the line was going up, right? Can you see the line is going up? Here in this case the line is going down. So velocity time graph will this graph will have a negative slope. Velocity time graph will be again a statement. With negative slope. And how will you draw the acceleration time graph? So suppose this is your A, this is your T, minus 1 meter per second and minus 2 meter per second square. So basically at different time instants, this should be the graph. This should be the acceleration time. Can you see the graph shifted downwards? So these are the three graphs. Acceleration time graph, again a straight line, but it's in the fourth quadrant now. It's not in the first quadrant. Whenever you're done noting now, 2-3 important things to be noting in this case. Can you see, even if the velocity was decreasing in this example, even if the velocity was decreasing, still the object was going in the positive direction. Yes or no? Even if the velocity acceleration was negative, still the velocity was positive, right? That means
Yes,
still
sir.
the object was going in the positive direction. So can you see the displacement? It went too far. Can anyone calculate, guys? Can anyone calculate what is the displacement when the object stops? So you'll apply v square equals to u square plus 2as, right?
Sir, can you go a little bit towards the left?
I'll go little bit towards the left. Where is the pointer? Is this clear, guys?
Yep.
Yeah. Now the other two graphs, generally I'll leave it as a homework for you people, but still I'll draw those graphs and I'll leave the analysis part to you. Okay. For
Sir,
the
wait. What about the sir? What about the this one? Note for third graph.
third and fourth graph, I'm going to just give you, but the analysis part you will do as a homework. Third graph is basically when acceleration is positive and velocity is negative. That implies the object will now move where? Object will move now where?
Towards left.
Towards left. So basically, let us say this is your origin. This is your, where the object will be at t equals to 1 second. Let's say I have thrown this object in the negative direction. Can you see in the negative direction with 10 meters per second? So with an
What about
acceleration,
80? Sir, what about 80 graph in the second one?
ये तो रहा बनाया तो है. Can you see? It's downwards. This is the origin and this is in the fourth quadrant. This is the
Sir,
first
no note
quadrant.
for it.
Huh?
No notes for it. No
No,
note for it.
acceleration negative, straight line parallel to time axis again.
Sir, can I just note it down real quick?
I don't know, bhai. Done?
No, sir. Just a second.
Yes, please do it fast. I need to do at least 2 or 3 questions I need to give you. Okay? Done?
This. Yep.
Now, this is the case. Can you say t equals to 1 second, t equals to 0 second, acceleration, let's say 2 meter per second square, but in this direction. Can you see acceleration is in the positive direction, but the velocity is in the negative direction?
Yes. So basically, a sort of retardation.
Sort of retardation only. क्या retardation ही है. It is not a sort of retardation. It is a retardation.
Okay.
X equals to this will be -9 in this case. -9. Then next case will be. I'll just draw it a little bit away. What just happened? So at t equals to 1 second, t equals to 0 second, the object is over here at x equals to 0 meter. At t equals to 1 meter, the object will be at x equals to -9 meter. You can calculate, no problem. Just the way which we calculated, you can calculate the whole thing. So उसके बाद at x equals to t equals to 2 seconds, x will be equals to minus of 16 meters with a velocity of 6 meter per second towards left. 4 meter per second, x equals to minus.
Sir, what did you write over here?
1 second, 1 second.
Okay.
So can you see the whole motion is exact same. Can you see the whole motion is exact the same as this, but just happening in the negative direction? Yes or no? So basically, what will
Yes.
you do? You will draw the graph for the same. You'll draw the same graph, but in the negative x-axis, and the graph will look something like this. So this is the positive x-axis. This is the time axis, and this is the negative x-axis. So the graph looks like this. See, initially the graph was like this, right? In this case, the graph will be
Yes.
like this. Is this clear? It will be
Yes.
like this. So this will be the xt graph. What about the vt graph? Anyone? What about the vt graph? See, the velocities were negative every time,
Straight
right?
line towards the positive.
So the velocity was negative every time, but the acceleration was positive. So velocity negative, acceleration positive. So the graph will be something like this. Analyze on your own. Enough. It will start from -10, -8, -6, -4, -2, and 0. So basically, the graph will go like this. Can you see this line is moving upwards? When the line is
Yes.
moving upward, that implies its slope is positive. And what is the slope of a velocity time graph? Anyone? What is the slope of a velocity time graph?
Straight line with positive axis.
Na. What is the slope of a velocity time graph in terms of physical quantity? Displacement, acceleration, velocity, what?
Acceleration.
Acceleration. So can you see
Acceleration.
the slope is positive? That implies the acceleration is positive. So everything will be relatable once you start analyzing all the graphs. What about the acceleration time graph? Acceleration time, since acceleration was positive plus 2 meter per second, hence exact same line like this. Is this clear, guys? So I'm not
Yes.
analyzing the whole thing. How exactly did I do it? Just now analyze the previous case and just think everything in the negative direction. So you'll get to know why we wrote this. Is this clear? And can anyone draw the
Yes, sir.
first graph? Can anyone draw the first? How will the first graph look? The fourth graph look like?
Straight line.
Fourth case. Case 4. Acceleration also negative and velocity also negative. So again, I'll draw a straight line. Control C. Here there is plus x-axis. Here there is minus x-axis. So x equals to 0. T equals to 0. Velocity, no velocity. Let's say initial velocity is 0. At t equals to 1. Can you see, guys? It's the same case, just same as the first case, but happening in the negative direction. After 1 second, its velocity will become 2 meter per second in the left. Where then its velocity will become 4 meter per second in the left. Is this clear, guys? It's the same thing. X equals to, what was the first case? +1 +4 +9. It will become x equals to -1 -4 and -9. Are you getting my point, guys? See, basically, I'm just
So it will be
copying the
third
whole thing.
one. What about its acceleration time graph?
It will be negative in the negative direction, right?
Sir, can you show it once?
Acha, in the third case, this one.
Yes. Oh,
I mean, I'll give you questions which are mixed questions, which will contain all the different types of graphs. So, done.
yes.
This last part I'm leaving as a homework for you. We'll discuss it in the next class if you're not able to do it. Sorry.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you. question. Let's start with a very simple graph. You need to analyze how exactly is the object doing motion, है ना? You need to analyze the actual motion just by seeing the graph. I am drawing the position versus time graph. Okay, the graph is like this, then this, and this. I think this type of question you already did in school grades, right? You did it in school, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This. Now the question is this position is given in meters and time is given in seconds. Now the question is find. Answer every question. You know, find. Acha, I'm naming these intervals as O, A, B, C. OA is basically the interval from t equals to 0 to t equals to 5. AB is the interval from t equals to 5 to t equals to 7. BC is the interval from t equals to 7. Right? So basically I'm naming the intervals. Now the question is, guys, find the velocity of object in each part from t equals to 0 to t equals to 5 OA, from t equals to 5 to t equals to 7 AB, and from t equals to 7 to t equals to 9 seconds, that is BC. Is this clear, guys? So three parts, all the three parts I want the velocity. Then I want at what time instant the object changed its direction. And last question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, the object from 7 to 9 seconds.
Ha. From 7 to 9 seconds, what?
Sir, change the direction.
From 7 to time, bhai, at what time instant? 7 to 9 seconds is the interval.
Mother, 2 seconds.
No, 2 seconds is also an interval.
At 7.
When did he change its direction?
So 7.
At t equals to 7. Yes, because you know, before it, I mean, I'll explain it. Find the average speed for the whole motion. So see, guys, how will you do it? First of all, velocity. How do you find out the velocity? By calculating the, it's a position time graph, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a
So
position
velocity
time graph,
is slope.
tell me.
So velocity is slope.
Now velocity is calculated by slope. So find out the slope in every part and give me the answer. Can you see the slope is pointing upwards and the line is going up in the first case? So the
So I can just calculate the full time and the full distance. And then do it.
that's it. So guys, the first case is velocity. Yes, Cyril, is the object, can you explain what will be the actual motion of the object?
So the object is moving. It's moving in the positive direction
Perfect. Till what time?
till 9 seconds maximum.
No, till 9 seconds. It's going in the positive direction till 5 seconds.
Till 5. Till 5.
Oh yeah, till 5.
Till 5 seconds. Where has the object originally started from?
Sir?
It has started from 0.
The object
Rest.
started from origin. So basically, OA
From rest.
portion is basically what? No,
Sir,
not
can I
from
also
rest.
say it started
Not from rest.
Okay.
Not from rest, because it has certain velocity, no? So not from rest.
Yep.
So the object started from origin with an initial velocity, how much? Can anyone
10.
calculate the slope?
No, initial velocity. 1 second.
Calculate the slope in the first part. Velocity for OA part. Will it be equals to 10 minus 10 upon 0 upon 5 minus 2, which will be equals to 2 meter.
2.
Yes, sir. So basically, can you see the object starts from the origin with 2 meter per second, and since can you see it came positive? So since it came positive, hence it is moving in the positive direction. So can you see the x coordinate is increasing from 0 to 10? Yes or no? Yes or no? What about AB
Yes, sir.
part? What about AB part? Yes or no? The object is at rest, and velocity from B to C part will be 0 minus 10, which will be 9 minus 10, which will be minus 5 meter per second. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So basically, how will you pretend? How will you read the whole motion? The object starts from origin and then starts moving towards the positive x-axis or the positive direction with a velocity of 2 meter per second. For how many seconds? For 5 seconds. Then it reaches at x equals to plus 10. After that, it remains at x equals to plus 10 for how many seconds? For 2 seconds at rest. So hence it is not changing its position. So it remains at rest at x equals to plus 10. Then for in the next 2 seconds, it changes its direction. Can you see when it wants to come back to the origin? So from 10 it wants to come to 0. Yes or no? See on the y-axis.
Yes.
From 10 it wants to come on the 0, right?
Yes.
Basically now the object has changed direction. Initially it was moving towards right. Now it will be moving towards left. So what is the answer for the second part of the question? At t equals to 7 seconds. Is this clear? It changes its direction. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So now t equals to 7, it changes its direction and then starts moving towards the left with a speed of 5 meter per second in the negative direction, and then it reaches in 2 seconds, it reaches back to the origin. Yes, find the average speed for the whole motion. How will you find out the average speed? What is the distance covered? Can you see from 0 to 10 and from 10 to 0? How much? What is the total distance? What is the total distance?
So from 0 to
0 to 10 and then 10 to 0 again.
फिर 10 कहाँ से आ गया?
ये 0 से 10 जा रहा है ना ऊपर. It is moving from x equals to 0 to x equals to plus 10, right? Initial position, final position. So 10 meter इधर positive direction.
Yeah.
So t equals to 0 से ये भाई चलना start करेगा. It will walk till t equals to 5 seconds at this point. Yes or no?
So got it.
And then it remains at this point for how many seconds? T equals to 7 seconds. तो 5 से 7 तक यहीं पे बैठा है. फिर वापस चलना शुरू करेगा. 2.8. How much is the distance covered? 10 meter plus 10 meter, 20 meter. The total distance is how much? 20. What is the total time? How much time did it take for the whole journey? Sir, will we include the time where it was at rest? Yes, you have to include that time as well. So what is the total time of the journey? What is the total time of the journey? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the total time of the journey?
9 seconds.
So 9 से divide कर दो. So what is the final answer? And that's the answer to your average speed. Yes. Any doubt? Is this clear, guys? First question. Shall I give you one more question on position time graph for homework?
Sir, where is the third part?
This is the third part.
Okay, thank you.
Now a question for homework. I'll give you one more graph, position time graph only, but a little bit complicated. Na? The simple one we generally do in class, and the complex one is for homework. So, X T. The object starts moving in the negative direction. It moves to x equals to minus 3 meters. Suddenly takes a sharp turn and starts moving in the positive direction. Let's say for how many seconds did it walk? For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay.
Yes.
So 7 seconds, and let's make it a little bit big. Let's make it to 8 meters. Okay. So this is x
Yes.
equals to minus 8, and this is 7. After that, it keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going till 8, 9, and 10. Okay. After this, it takes the rest over there. For how many seconds? 1, 2, 3, 13 seconds. है ना? T equals to from 10 to T equals to 13. It takes 3 seconds. 3 seconds to go, be at rest. And then after this, it comes to, let's make the question a little bit more longer. It goes up with certain other slope. It will be like all.
Sir, I don't have enough space in my page.
It's okay. The diagram, make a new diagram. No problem. 14, 15, 16, 17. Basically, it will cover everything which is there. Okay. So this is x equals to plus 5. This is x equals to plus 5. The answer may be a bit vague, but you need to explain the whole thing from O to A to B, B to C, C to D, and again find the same question is still same. Find the velocity of each part. Control C, Control V. And the first part, velocities at every point. Okay. Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
So this will be your homework, by the way. Let me try to see if there is any. Acha, it's not necessary I'll ask for the whole motion. I can ask you what is the average velocity between t equals to 2 seconds to t equals to 13 seconds. Enough? So I'll change the question for not for the whole motion. From t equals to 2 seconds to t equals to 13. Tell me what is the average speed from A to C. I don't want the whole thing. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So these type of questions they may ask. I have made this question on random, so don't expect the answers right now. We'll solve it in the next class, and then we'll see what exactly is the answer of this in all these problems. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the next type of problems is based on velocity time graphs, which I'll teach you in the next class, and we'll see, the velocity time graphs are more important than position time graphs. Okay, guys,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
the velocity time graphs are more important from Achha, I'll add one more part of this question. Draw the velocity time graph for the same. So basically, you need to convert this xt graph to vt graph. But for that, you'll need velocities in every time interval. Hai na? So try to attempt this question on your own. In the next class, we'll see some questions which are based on velocity time graphs, and we'll see how to convert velocity time graphs to position time graphs. Is this clear? Okay,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Chaliye. Okay. Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much, guys. We'll see you again in the next class.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay, na, sir?
ठीक है चलो.
So that was homework, right?
Yes, that is the homework.
And so thank you, sir.
I am just sending you the whole thing.